So, Michelle, if you had to start over again, what advice would you give yourself?
I would tell that Michelle, know your numbers.
Mm,
That is the most important thing. Know, what your profit margin is, what your ROI, return on investment is.
hmm.
Make sure you're going to make a profit on the thing that you're buying, and
Right.
make sure it's going to sell fairly quickly and not sit there for months, because
Mm.
you're going to rack up long-term storage fees and
Right.
then you're not going to have any profit.
Right. It eats into your profit and kills your
And if
business.
I had known about replans and reverse sourcing back then, oh
Hmm.
wow.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
and the most important thing is just don't give up.
Yes.
Just keep going. If I can do this, anybody can do this.
Mm.
Because there
Mm.
are days where I'm not going to be able to pick my head up that much, but
Mm.
there are times I'm okay. So
Right.
anybody can do this business,
Mm.
no
Yes.
excuses.
No, that's true. What would you tell a person who's just getting started or thinking about moving, wants to be like you in a few years? What advice would you have them give for them right now?
Yeah, I think you kind of mentioned it earlier. You need to start off with something that you're familiar with. Start off with your low-hanging fruit. If you've got stuff laying around, and I know everybody says that, but like I said, for me, it was the fact that I had some of those LED products still sitting around,
Hmm.
and that's where it started. But even if it's not something that you currently have, I know a lot of people. I get a lot of people to ask me, "Hey, can you sell this for me?"
Sure.
And I tend to shy away from that, not because I don't want to help them, but sometimes it's kind of hard for them to understand that Amazon and eBay, although they're both e-commerce and they're similar, there's some differences there. And I typically
Yeah.
tell them, well, those items are probably more suited for eBay. The stuff that I tend to sell on Amazon is not used stuff, right? It's not stuff
Yeah.
that's outside of their boxes. So
Right.
having said that, as you're getting started, just look when you're shopping for your groceries.
Hmm.
Look at the stuff there and take a peek at it. I know with Legends, we often talk about reverse sourcing.
Hmm.
So I'm not a big fan of scanning every single item. You can
Sure.
you can start that way,
Sure.
but I don't think you're going to find a whole lot that way at first.
Hmm.
For me now, I think the most productive way that I find my replens is actually not standing in the aisles and looking at stuff. I
Hmm.
like to take pictures of stuff. So I get my
Mm.
phone out and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take pictures of all these items,
Uh-huh.
and because that's faster for me to take the pictures while I'm standing in the store, continue my regular shopping because I'm also at the same time shopping for all my replens,
Yeah.
then go back to my desk where I can kind of more efficiently search for stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That
Then
way
you're
I've got
not
a
standing in the aisle. That's brilliant. One thing we talked about too that I think is unique to this business, maybe not completely unique, but one I see a lot is that this is a family thing for you. This is not just you off on your own, taking away time from your wife and your kids to go do this. You involve your whole family. In fact, you have an RV and you travel around and you go to conferences in the RV.
Right, we
Talk
do.
about how this has become, we have a couple minutes left. How has this become a family business with you guys?
Okay, the family portion of it is when we go and get items that we source, we'll take a little road trip
Uh-huh.
together and have a good shopping in Louisville, which is about 30 minutes away.
Okay.
And we'll go and spend the day going around there, and then we would make a lunch date or dinner date of it, and we'll all sit down and have a
Love
meal.
it.
They enjoy it. They're learning.
Yeah.
They help me out. They help me do some packing and labeling. They
Mhm.
are learning that. And in the RV, eventually, we plan on taking the RV around the U.S. and
Mhm.
homeschooling and going around and venturing out and seeing the United States in RV.
And getting paid for it.